Hello, my name is Oksana. This is Amilingo.com. Today we are going to talk about grammar. Our topic is relative clauses. So if you want to learn some grammar, join our class. Now we are making a little pause while the students are gathering to today's class. Hello, Mary. How are you?
Hello, I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm okay. How was your day?
Like ever, nothing special.
Nothing special. Will there be a class that you will tell me that I've had a great day and it was really very special one? Is it possible?
I think if it's possible, I miss class.
Oh, I see. So I'm lucky today to have you in my class. That's really great. Today we are going to talk about grammar. Do you like learning grammar?
It's like everything else, grammar and vocabulary.
Have you been learning vocabulary at night today?
Uh, no, I'm in the morning today.
So when it is better for you to study in the morning or in the evening?
Me better in the evening.
Mhm. Scientists say that at 9 o'clock in the evening it is very good to memorize different things because memory works very well in this time. But some people prefer to work in the morning because they are more effective in this period of a day. So, do you agree?
I think that every person has often been written and
By a reason,
uh,
yes,
so
biological reason, right?
yes. So it depends on personality.
Yes, I agree with you. For example, my parents like to get up early and work early, so they are early birds, as they are called, and I am an owl. I like to stay late hours and work late hours. I know that it's not so very good for health, but I can do nothing about it, really. So, what would you advise me to follow my timetable or try to change it?
I don't know if it's when you go to bed or what time you.
Oh, it depends. Sometimes 12, half past 12, or even 2 o'clock at night. But in the morning, I feel exhausted, really exhausted.
If I think if you have exhausted in the morning, it's better
If
to
you are, if
uh,
you are exhausted in the morning, right?
if you exhausted
You are.
you are exhausted in the morning.
Yes.
It's better to lay early.
Too late. Yes, to go to bed early. I agree with you. So I have to change my bad habits and try to be more regular. Yes, try to do something better in my life to be fit in the morning, right? So today we are going to talk about relative clauses. What do you know about relative clauses?
I
Have you
don't
ever
know.
heard about them?
I don't met it in the book,
I
but
haven't. I haven't met them in books yet,
I have
right? haven't met them before or yet. Right, so we'll try to understand it better today. So before we start, let's open the link.
Yes, I open.
So the beginning. Have you found? We use relative clauses to give additional information about something without starting another sentence. By combining sentence with a relative clause, your text becomes more fluent and you can avoid repeating certain words. How to form relative clauses? Mary, you're welcome. Start, please. Imagine. Have you found?
No.
Yes. How to form relative clauses? Yes, after. Yes.
Imagine a girl is talking to Tom. You want to know who she is and ask a friend whether he knows her. You could say, the girl is talking to Tom. Do you know the girl? This sounds rather complicated, doesn't it? It would be easier with a relative clauses. You put both pieces of information into one sentence. Start with the most important things you want to know who the girl is. Do you know the girl? As your friends cannot know which girl you are talking about, you need to put in the additional information. The girl is talking to Tom. Use the girl only in the first part uh, of the sentence. In the second part, replace it with a relative pronoun. For people, use the relative pronoun who. So the final sentence is, do you know the girl who is talking to Tom?
Yes, do I understand it, Mary? Is it clear to you?
Yes.
So we try to add, to give the additional information in the sentence, but we do not separate two sentences. Yes, we give the additional information in this sentence, right? So instead of two sentences, we get one, right? So what relative pronouns do you know? What are they?
Who, which,
Yes,
whose,
right. Who, which,
that.
whose. Yes, whom, right? That.
We learn clauses, yes,
Clauses.
but
Yes, you're right.
which
Which, yes,
before
you're right.
which we learn for
We already discussed this topic partially.
this.
Not this one. Yes, another one, but this topic is connected to today's topic.
Yes, but in previous lesson, which clauses do
Relative,
we
yes,
have?
the same relative clauses, but
Relative.
with different
Okay.
material. Yes,
Okay.
we use different material, different exercises. And today we'll have some more to understand it better. Good?
Mhm.
So, relative pronoun usage and example. Relative pronoun who. How do we use it?
Subject or object pronoun for people.
Yes, and the example?
I told you about the woman who lives next door.
Yes, which?
Subject or object pronoun for animals and things.
Example?
Do you see that a cat which is laying on the roof?
Yes, another which?
Referring to while sentence,
Whole sentence.
whole sentence. We couldn't read, which surprised me. He
Yes.
couldn't read,
Read.
which surprised me.
Yeah, right. Whose?
Whose possession for people, animals, and things. Do you know the boy whose mother is a nurse?
Yes. Whom?
Object pronoun for people, especially is non-defined relative clauses. In defined relative clauses, we
Colloquially.
colloquially prefer who.
Yes, an example.
I was invited by the professor whom I met at conference.
Conference. Do you know the meaning of the word colloquially?
Yes, it's like discussion.
Discussion, yes, you're right. So that.
The subject or object pronoun for people, animals, and things in defined relative
Clauses.
clauses who or which are also possible.
Yes, okay. I hope that you understand it. Can you give the example of your own, of a relative clause? Relative pronoun?
Today I met a neighbor who I met every week.
Whom I meet?
Who I meet every week.
Every week. Yes, you're right, exactly. Good review. And here we've got the exercises, the practical part of today's class. Here is the link. I'd like you to follow it. Click on it. So adjective clauses.
How many clauses do we have?
So we've got adjective clauses and noun clauses. As far as I remember. Yes. Today we are going to discuss adjective clauses using the relative pronouns. So using who in adjective clauses. Underline the adjective clause in long sentence, then change the long sentence into the short sentences. We can change it in two variants. For example, I thanked the man who helped me move the refrigerator, or we change it into the position number one. So I thanked the man, or the second sentence, he helped me move the refrigerator. Right? So we divide this long sentence into two separate simple sentences. Clear? Let's try to do it.
A woman who was wearing a gray suit asking me for direction. The woman asked me for direction. The woman which the woman
was wearing
the gray suit.
Yes, great. Number 3.
The woman who aided the rebels put her life in danger.
Yes.
Her life in danger. The woman put her life in danger.
You're right.
The woman aided the rebels. What is it, rebels?
Yes, people who are protesting against something. Повстанцы, right? Number 4.
I saw a man who was wearing a blue coat. I saw a man wearing a blue coat.
I saw a man, that's all. Wearing a blue coat we do not need. I saw a man. Yes, and the second sentence.
The man
or he, right?
He was wearing a blue coat.
You're right. Number 5.
The girl who broke the vase apologized to Mrs. Cook.
Okay.
The girl apologized to Mrs. Cook. She broke the vase.
That she broke.
Broke the vase.
Simply, she broke the vase. That's all. So the girl apologized and she broke the vase. That's all. Good. Next exercise, using who in adjective clauses. Combine the two short sentences into one long sentence, using short sentences too as an adjective clause. Use who. Underline the adjective clause. For example, the woman was polite. She answered the phone. The woman who answered the phone was polite. Is it clear?
Yes.
Right. Sentence number 2.
The man has a good voice. He sang at the concert. The man who has a good voice sang at the concert.
The man who sang at the concert has a good voice.
Mhm.
Because it is a description. Which man who has a
Good voice.
You're right.
We enjoyed the actors. They played the leading roles. Leading roles.
Leading roles. You're right. We enjoyed the actors.
Uh,
Who?
we enjoyed the actors who
Yes.
playing
Played.
played the
lead
leading role.
roles. Number 4.
The girl is hot. She fell down the stairs. The girl which
Who? We cannot say which for living being,
yes,
right? The girl. The girl
who fell down the stairs is hot.
hurt.
Hurt.
Right.
Hurt.
Number 5.
I read about the soccer player. He was injured in the game yesterday. The soccer player was injured in game yesterday. I read about him. Oh no!
I read about the soccer player who was injured in the game yesterday. Right? Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay. Number
But
3.
we can describe one sentence, another sentence. Yes.
Yes. So we can
Just
change parts. The player who was injured in the game yesterday, I read about the soccer player. So in this case, the sentence will not have the sense. Right? So I read about the player who was injured in the game yesterday. Which player who was injured in the game yesterday? Right? Next exercise. 3, right? Using who or whom in adjective clauses. Underline the adjective clauses, identify subject and verb of the adjective clause, then complete the change form, one long sentence to short sentences, and identify the subject and verb of the second short sentence. For example, Mary, let's read the example.
The people who live next to me are nice. The people are nice. They live next to me.
Yes, so
So
subject
they
predicate or verb is live. So,
Mhm.
okay, next one.
Example: the people whom Kate visited yesterday are French. The people were French. Kate visited them yesterday. Kate subject visited verb.
Yes, you're right. And number 3.
The people whom I saw at the park were having a picnic. The people were having a picnic. I saw them in the park. I, its subject, saw verb.
Yes, the people who I saw at the park were having a picnic. I saw them, you're right. Do you understand it?
Yes.
Okay, number 4.
The students who go to the school are friendly. The students are friendly. They go to this school.
They go to this school, you're right.
They
The students who go to this school are friendly. So which students who go to this school, right?
Yes.
Number 5.
The woman whom you met last week lives in Mexico.
Mexico.
How?
Mexico.
Mexico. The woman lives in Mexico.
Let's try to check the pronunciation because I am not sure Mexico or Mexico. Okay. So. Have you found?
No.
No. So here it is for you. So, Mexico.
Mexico. Okay.
Good. Next one. Where have we stopped?
The woman lives in Mexico.
Good.
You met her last week.
That's all. Exercise 4. What should we do here?
Using who and whom in adjective clauses. Change the two short sentences into long sentence with an adjective clauses. Use who and whom. Underline the adjective clauses.
Okay.
The woman was polite. Jack met her. The woman whom Jack met was polite. I like the woman. She managed my uncle's store. I like the woman who managed my uncle's store. The singer was wonderful. We heard him at the concert. The singer whom we
Yes.
whom we heard at the concert was wonderful. Yes.
Yes, you're right.
The people bought a small gift. They small gift.
Mhm.
They come to dinner. The people whom come to dinner.
Who bought a small gift came to dinner.
I can say the people who come to dinner bought a small gift.
But in this case, we won't have a relative clause.
Why?
So where is who in the sentence? Once again.
People.
Yes.
The people who bought a small gift.
Mhm.
Whom come to dinner. Yes.
You cannot say so. It is a mistake.
Who come to dinner? No. The people bought a small gift. Who come to dinner? Yes.
Who came to the dinner.
Who came to dinner?
Okay. Number 5.
What is the name of the woman? Tom visited her to the dance.
Tom invited her to the dance.
Tom invited her to the dance. What is the name of the woman whom Tom invited to the dance?
Whom Tom invited to the dance. Yeah, right.
Exercise 5.
Yes, you're right. Let's try to do it. Exercise 5. Using who and whom in adjective clauses. Directions. Complete the sentences with who or whom. Number 1. Examples. I know a man who works at the post office. One of the people whom I watched at the racetrack lost a huge amount of money. Have you ever lost a huge amount of money, Mary?
I don't remember, maybe. I lost a lot of things.
So what have you lost?
On
What was the biggest thing that you've lost? Do you remember?
phone and wallet.
4 wallets.
Was wallet.
Mhm.
A lot of some things like rings.
Did you regret about it?
I forgot about it now.
That's really great because people say when we lose something, fate let us get it in a definite period of time, and if we need it, we get it once more. Do you agree?
Yes, it's when I last time forgot my wallet in the bank, and I forgot in this day my telephone at home. And when I returned home, the manager of bank called me in my phone, but my phone at home, and Boris answered go.
The phone.
Yes, and when I go home, he asks me, "You buy bread?" I don't remember something. I say no. They say why? Uh, I say because you want to go out, and I think you will about it. And he say, "Okay, give me wallet, please." And I go out, and I start looking for wallet, and I can't find it, and I start panic. And he say and blah. And after that, he says that he knows what I forgot wallet in the bank.
So I
So
can say that you are really a lucky person.
yes.
You've got a very nice guardian angel. So if you believe in them, they protect you so good, right? So that's really nice. Let's come back to our exercises. It was a little break for us because sometimes during my grammar lessons, looking at the teacher, I noticed that I was falling asleep because grammar was a little bit complicated for me to understand when I was studying, but I had to learn it and I had to remember about it. When teacher started to tell us stories, it was a little bit easier for us to comprehend what was going on in the lesson and we could learn better. Do you think that it is a good idea
Yes, because we have
to switch from one activity to another?
attention only for 15 minutes.
Yes,
And
attention
after
lasts
that,
only 15 minutes. You're right. And
mm,
after that, it fades away and we have to catch it again and again. Right? Okay, exercise 5. Complete the sentences with who or whom. Sentence number 3. My neighbor is a kind person, is always willing to help people in trouble. Who or whom?
whom. What's difference between who and whom? How?
Who, кто, and whom is
Который.
который. Yes, you're right.
Okay.
Good.
Whom is always willing to help people in trouble. Yes?
Yes, you're right. Next
Uh,
one.
my mother is a woman who admit them
So both variants are
nodules.
possible. Who or
Yes,
whom
all time both variant
are
possible.
possible. Yes. So in the English language, we've got mostly who nowadays and not whom because whom is getting too old, right?
Mm,
Archaism. It is a kind of archaism nowadays. Whom
understand.
people say so. So who is more widely used. So it is simpler, right?
Mm,
Okay.
okay.
So I think the man helped me.
Who help me?
The woman I helped thanked me.
Who I help?
The doctor lives on my street is a surgeon.
Who lives on my street is yes. It's
Okay. Who?
yes.
I talked to the people who were
Who
sitting
lives
next to me.
next to
Good.
me?
Next exercise, that or nothing. So I suppose that this exercise is interesting because we do not know all the time what to use, either with that or without it, right? So directions write S if who or that is used as the subject of the adjective clause. Write O if who or that is the object of the adjective clause. Cross out the words who or that where possible. The secretary I hired is very efficient. The secretary who works in the office next door is interviewing for my old job. So object in the first case, and in the second case, it is subject. So I know a little rule that if we can do without that in the sentence, if the sense is still staying in the sentence, we can omit it, right? Do you agree?
I agree. I think about exercise. It's I don't understand. Okay, just try to do it. Maybe
The students,
will be
number
the
3.
students who work together in study group got the highest scores highest scores on the test.
So it is the subject of the sentence.
Yes. Subject is if it. I don't understand.
Subject is the thing we are talking about in the sentence.
It's main thing,
Yes, the
main
main
part
thing.
of sentence.
Yes, you're right.
But why it's main? We talk about students, yes?
Yes. The students. So the students is the subject. And who work together in his group got the highest scores on the test is the relative clause.
Okay,
As far
so
as I
it's
understand.
subject.
Yes. Good.
Yes.
So next, okay, let's try to do the next exercise. Let's leave it because I think that we'll not waste time for it. Good.
Why? We can try.
You can try. Good.
Yes, because I don't understand, so I think it's better to understand something.
Yes, sure, I agree. Number 4.
The students who the teacher helped did very well on the test. So we talk about teacher, not about
Yes.
students. So it's object.
Object of the sentence. You're right.
Okay, the man that lives next door is a famous sentence. So it's object.
The man. So subject. Of the
Man,
sentence.
it's main part of.
Yes, the man is the main thing we are talking about.
The
Main
children
subject.
that came to the party wore animals costumes.
Costumes.
Costumes. We talk about children,
You're right.
so it's subject.
Good. Number
The
7.
teacher who went to the workshop left encouraged to try a new techniques.
Yes.
The teacher subject.
You're right. Number 8.
The teacher that I had for science were very well trained. It's object.
Object of the sentence. Okay. Number
The
9.
policeman who caught the thief had been waiting him for days. This object.
Subject.
The police and
Yes.
policeman. Okay. The policeman that we met on the street told us about several interesting tourist spots. Okay, we met him, so it's
Object. You're right. Exactly. Well done. Good of you. You've coped with this task. Nevertheless, it was a little bit complicated. You understood it in a proper way. Number 7. Exercise. Directions. Cross out the word that, if possible. For example, the man that I saw was wearing a black hat. The man I saw was wearing a black hat. So it is possible to do without this that, right? So we can not use it, right? The people that visited us stayed too long. That people visited us stayed too long. Is it possible to say without that?
yes, it's possible.
But the sense would be different.
The people visited us stayed too long.
Yes. In this case, the people visited us. It would be different because people would be subject and visited would be the predicate of the sentence. And the sense would be different. The people that visited us stayed too long, and the people visited us stayed too long. Do you understand? Let's translate. The people that visited us stayed too long.
Люди, которые навещали нас, остались слишком долго. Оставались слишком долго.
And the people visited us.
Люди, которые навещали нас.
Но которые у нас уже нет. You see? People visited us. Люди навестили нас. Которые...
Yes.
Yes. We do not translate that because we omit it in the other case. Do you understand?
Not clear, but okay. So it's like separate in another point.
Yes.
Comma we have in other place. We can.
But we can say so. The people visited us stayed too long. We can say the people who were visiting us stayed too long. It is possible. The people that visited us stayed too long. But without that, we can do in this sentence.
So it's changed.
So the meaning is changed. Yes, the meaning is lost. In this case, it becomes different. Right?
Okay.
The fruit that I bought today at the market is fresh. Can we do without that?
I think yes.
Yes. Number 4.
The fruit I bought today in the market, it's fresh.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing.
Good.
Change. My high school English teacher is a person that I will never forget.
Mm-hmm.
It's not change.
It is possible to change it. It is possible to use to do without that in this.
Yes, without meaning not change.
The meaning is not changing. Yes, the person I will never forget, and the person that I will never forget. We can also say so. Number 5.
The pupil that broke in the loudest got the most attention in the pet store. I think in this case, the meaning changes if
You're right,
we
without
change
should
without that.
remain. Yes, it as it is. Number 6.
The girl that sits in front of Richard has long black hair that she wears in a ponytail.
Mm-hmm.
The girl sit in front. Its meaning changes.
No, we can do without that. We can cross it, and the meaning is still the
Girl
same. The
sits.
girl that sits in the front of Richard has long black hair. She wears, yes, as 2 separate sentences,
Okay.
but the meaning is the same. Number 7.
Therefore, we sometimes when it's too use that, yes,
Yes.
and when it's like explanation.
Yes, you're right.
And for us, important explanation
Yes.
because the forest that lies below my house provides a home for deer and other wildlife.
Mm-hmm. So, no
The
changes
forest
here, right?
yes.
Number 8.
The animals that live in our neighborhood behind strangers before the earthquake. Behaved strangers.
Behaved strangely before the earthquake. Do you know the translation of the sentence?
Yes,
Yes. What is earthquake?
землетрясение.
You're right. Well done. Should we use that in this sentence, or can we do without it?
We can do without. Yes.
But it's better. But it is still better to leave this
Animal live in our neighborhood.
because it is a description, right? Which animals?
Yes.
The animals that live in our neighborhood behaved strangely before the earthquake.
Okay. So
Is it a little bit complicated for you to?
yes, I don't understand reason. Oh, this.
Yes, I understand. Let's try to find out. So with that relative clause, this with that. In our handout, the previous one, we've got that as the subject or object pronoun for people, animals, and things in defining relative clauses. Who or which are also possible. I don't like the table that stands in the kitchen. So, in this case, is it necessary to use it, or is it possible to leave it?
It's like explanation.
Mm-hmm.
So it's necessary to use.
To use. Yes. And where can we omit it? In what cases is it possible?
I think when we connect maybe two sentences that depend on sentence or independent sentence,
Yes.
so we
In
can
this case,
avoid.
it is possible to omit it.
Yes.
I agree.
Next exercise.
Try to come to the next one. Yes. Using who, whom, that, or zero in adjectives and clauses, directions. In the box, write every possible pronoun that can be used to connect the adjective clause to the main clause, who, whom, or that. Also write zero if the pronoun can be omitted. So we can use different variants in this sentence, right? Not only that, but we can substitute it with different other words, right? The woman who sat next to me on the plane was very nice. Or the woman that sat next to me on the plane was very nice, right?
Mm-hmm.
The woman and without anything I met on the plane was very nice. You see, in this case, we can both use that and omit it, right?
Yes.
Two people I didn't know talked into the classroom.
The people
Walked. Yes. Whom?
That
Yes. Yep.
and that's all. Yes. Without we can say.
And without.
For
Without is
people,
also
two people.
well,
I
without
don't
is
know
also
who can.
possible. I
Okay.
didn't know walked into the classroom, right? Number 4.
The people who
Yes. What
walked
else?
that
That. Good.
walked
Number
into
5. Good.
my cousin's wife
Cousin.
is
Cousin.
cousin's
Cousins.
wa-
Mhm.
cousin's wife is a woman who is talking to Mr. Horn.
Good. Number 6.
Without we can say yes.
We can't say without it. We should use it.
I like the woman who that my brother and I visited.
Okay. And 0. So without
And
anything is also possible.
like the woman my brother and I visited.
Mm-hmm. Practice 9. What should we do in this exercise?
And who and whom and which.
Who, whom, which. Mm-hmm.
Choose the correct answer.
Answer. Yes.
Answer.
The magazine I read on the plane was interesting. So the magazine which I read on. So where do we use who, whom, and where which? Do you remember?
Who, whom for people and which for stuff, animal. Yes.
Yes, I agree completely. Well done. The artist drew my picture in very good. Is
Who.
very good. Yes. Whom? Okay.
I really
Number 3.
enjoyed the
Experiences.
experience
Mm-hmm.
I had on my trip to Nigeria.
Nigeria. Okay.
And
Number 4.
most of the games which we played as children no longer amuse us.
Mm-hmm.
All of the people whom I called yesterday can come to the meeting on Monday. The teacher who was ill cancelled her maths class.
Okay.
The flight which I took to Singapore was on time.
Mm-hmm.
I read an article which described the discussed the current political crisis.
Crisis. Yes. What do you think about country Nigeria? Have you ever been there?
No, I never.
Would you like to go there?
Why not? It's interesting, but I think it's a little dangerous.
Yes, I know. So I'm teaching the students from Nigeria in Ukraine, so in Ternopil, and they're mastering Ukrainian language. It is very difficult for them. Do you think that their way of life is different from ours?
Yes, I think those life those life,
their
their life
life
different
is different and is
Yes.
different.
because they have a lot of weapons, but we also have now.
Mhm.
So
They
I
have
don't
it.
know.
Would you like to teach people representatives from the other races? Do you think that it is difficult or not?
Teach people, yes, difficult for
Do you
me.
like teaching people?
No, I only can explain something.
Do you
But
think
not
that teaching is very challenging and difficult thing to do?
for me, yes, because I don't know. It's for me, it's very hard. Long time do it. I not. It's not my profession life, and it can be difficult for me and for people around.
I understand. What is more difficult for you to try to make the person understand the subject or to understand the person? What's more difficult for you?
Understand the person, it's not difficult for me. And explain something. Or when I see that person don't understand something, I don't know why I always try to explain.
I see. And is there any difficulty teaching people representatives of the other races? Are they
Sometimes difficult talk with people who don't understand something. It's more difficult than explain something.
yes, because of cultural differences or anything else?
Yes.
Or because of the attitudes? Or do you think that all the students are all the same or the same?
No, I think all students different because yes, first of all they have different parents, so they have different IQ, they have a different psychology,
Psychological.
yes, and they have different attitude for subject.
Different attitudes to subject. Yes, I agree with you completely. So, and the teacher has to deal with everything, right?
Yes, but sometimes teacher, I don't know, don't want to be teacher. It's like only like work.
Mm-hmm.
So
So,
I
what
don't
are
know.
the challenges of teaching? So, are there any challenges?
Maybe
Profession.
yeah, I think. Do you see some movie? School,
Screw? No, I didn't.
school,
But
school.
school.
It's
School.
yes,
No, I didn't. But
Russian. But I don't like this. It's not movie. It's serious,
mhm.
but it's like real.
Serial, right?
Hmm?
Serial. Is it a serial?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
it is real. And when I watch it, I understand like another side. It's
Mm-hmm.
about school, about teacher, but it's not really good movie and not
Not a
about.
good one. You do not recommend it, right?
I don't know. You can. It's like it's real for
It's
real life.
as the
Not
reflection of real life, right?
yes, not fairy tale, not something like that. It's about real teacher, about real student, about real. And when you saw it, you understand because all of
When you see it, yes.
has some psychological problems. So they sometimes reflect it for I don't know how to say for people. So all of us have some problem. All of us have
Some
a lot of
difficulty,
things. So
yes, in life.
sometimes uh, teacher don't want to explain something, but only want to I don't know to improve their consciousness. Oh no, confidence. Yes,
Confidence.
for confidence for children, and I think it's not a good way.
Yes, I agree with you completely. So it is a complicated topic to be discussed. So we'll discuss it one day, I hope. And now, so we've got one more exercise. Adjective clauses. Complete the definitions with the given information. Use adjective clauses in the definitions. For example, an architect is someone who or that designs buildings. A vegetarian is the person
who don't eat meat.
yes, who doesn't eat meat.
Who doesn't eat meat?
Yes, the same as you, right?
Yes.
Number 3.
Steam is a gas. What? Gas?
Yes. Steam is a gas. Par, right?
Yes. What?
Okay.
Steam is. What is it? Steam.
Par, which forms when water boils.
Oh, okay. Now I understand.
Okay. Number 4.
A turtle is an animal which
Has a hard shell and can live in water or in land, right?
yes.
Number 5.
Oh, very slowly. Who moved very slowly.
Yes,
No.
who moves very slowly, yeah, right?
The hermit is a person. Hermit is who kill. Hermit is who kill animal.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
Who kills animal?
okay. Insects.
Insect.
You mean number 5.
A banana tree.
Banana
A banana tree is a plant which the grow which grow bananas, which grow in
grows in hot climates and produces large
yes.
bunches of yellow fruit, right? Number 7.
Plastic is a synthetic material which produce from oil.
Can be shaped and hardened to form many useful things.
You see another sentence? Do you see another sentence?
7. Number 7. 7.
Plastic.
7. Plastic. Plastic is a synthetic material. Okay, and mystery is something. You're right. Number 8.
Mystery is something which we don't know.
Yes, that we cannot be understood or explained, or which or that cannot be understood or explained.
Yes, that I think better.
Okay, good, well done. So let's try to make a conclusion from today's class. What have you learned today? What was interesting? What was not interesting?
I don't understand exactly this topic, so I think it's better to learn it myself because I'm not prepared for lesson today. So I think I learn in future this topic.
You'll learn it. So
I will learn it.
what books do you prefer to use while getting ready to the class?
I have usually books. It's Lisinski and another I forgot author.
Do you have Murphy?
No,
Murphy?
I found some site. I used some site and cheat for this site.
So English grammar in use. Raymond Murphy, English grammar in use. Have you heard about such a book?
No, can you type? Could you type?
Yes, just a minute. I'll give you a link. English grammar in use. You can download it from internet. It is English for intermediate students.
Okay.
So it is possible to download it. And here is the link for you to download it.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. English grammar in use. Raymond Murphy. And we've got the clauses and the explanation of the relative clauses. I guess it must be here. Yes, relative clauses. Have you found page 5?
No, because I don't. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Just a second.
Clauses with who, that, which. Page 92. Page 93. Relative clauses with and without who, that, which. 94. Relative clauses with whose, whom, where.
I only have 11 page.
11 pages. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, but you can download this book. If you want to do it. Do you understand me?
Yes.
You can find it. So you're an IT engineer, so I'm sure that you'll do it.
I'm not an IT engineer. I usually engineer.
Oh, an ordinary engineer, right?
Yes, I not use computer.
But you are familiar with it, aren't
Maybe,
you?
but not really. I don't like programming and something like that.
So there is such a book in the net, and you'll
Okay,
be
I
able to
found.
download it. Yes.
Thank
Good.
you.
Good. Are there any questions?
Yes, do you have vacation in this month?
I'm still having exams, and I'm still finishing my PhD thesis, so I'm busy with writing them currently. And after that, maybe I'll stay here in Ternopil, or I'll have some time to rest. I don't know yet. So I've got the vacation started from July and ending in August, end of the August, right? But I hope I'll be with you this summer. So I do not plan to go anywhere, and I hope that. But it would be a great idea to go at least to Carpathian Mountains or somewhere else for a change, to forget about the study year and have some fun and refresh a little bit. So, by the way, where are you going to spend your holidays, summer holidays? Will you stay in your city?
Maybe in Ternopil. My friend was in Ternopil in last week, but
Did he like it?
yes, I don't know. I don't speak with him, Boris speak with him, and but today he is in Ivano-Frankivsk. But we don't know. Maybe we enjoy for him, for them. He not alone, but maybe we think about it.
If you have a chance, welcome to Ternopil. It's a very fine town, very quiet one,
I know. I visited.
with a huge lake.
Yes, I know. I visited. I have
People
few
call it
photos.
lake, so I call it lake as well. So I live near the lake in Ternopil, and you'll like it. If you come, I'm
You
sure.
have island. Yes.
Yes, okay.
I
Have a
see.
nice evening and all the best to you. If no questions, see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Bye
Thank
for
you.
now. Bye.
Goodbye.